Hi, I'm Trisha Gray, founder of Sing Like a Star Studios, where you will learn to sing stronger, sing higher, and sing like a star. I hope you enjoy the following instructional video and the course.
You can sing like a star. You can sing like a star. You can sing like...
Step 6. The Balanced Onset. In Step 6, you will learn all about initiating vocal sound with a healthy, balanced onset. You'll learn how to produce a clear vocal tone without using the helpers of the previous steps, like the coup de glotte and the voice stop consonants. You'll learn about the 7 parameters of vocal balance in the How Your Voice Works chapter. You will learn about how staccato affects the singing voice and how we use it to develop vocal technique in the Tools for Training Voices chapter. You will learn how to apply the staccato tools and how to perform the Step 6 vocal exercises correctly in the Learning the Step chapter. You will see how much information you've retained from reading the chapters in the Test Your Knowledge chapter. You'll be doing exercises that develop a healthy, balanced onset in the Exercises chapter. How Your Voice Works. How your voice works. Balance. As we learned in steps 1 through 5, the voice is a system with various components that must work in a coordinated fashion. Think of a system such as a car engine. If one component of that system, such as the piston, is not functioning properly, the system as a whole will not work. The system of vocal production is like that. If one component is not functioning efficiently, the entire system suffers. We train and develop each component of the vocal production system with the 8 steps of vocal development. Our objective is to coordinate and balance each component of the system so the voice will function reliably and efficiently. To review how your voice works, the vocal folds, known as the vibrator of the system, are located inside the larynx or Adam's apple. Air pressure from the lungs, that's the generator of our system, causes the folds to open and close very quickly, releasing acoustic energy containing a fundamental frequency, that's the pitch, plus partials called harmonics. These are boosted or attenuated, damped, in the pharynx or throat and mouth. The vocal tract is the resonator of the system. Good singing is all about balance. There are 7 parameters of vocal balance that are vital to excellent singing. The 7 parameters of vocal balance. In SLAS training, one of our objectives is to develop balance in all things. There are 7 parameters of vocal balance that are necessary for good singing. The first is TA-CT activity. The TA and CT muscles are always working together. The TA muscle shortens and thickens the folds, and the CT lengthens and thins the folds. Then we have resonance, that's formants and harmonics. When a formant frequency is in the vicinity of a harmonic frequency, a boost of energy occurs. Singing becomes more powerful and effortless. We tune formants by movements of the articulators, the tongue, lips, and jaw. Then we have timbre, that's chiaroscuro or squillo oscuro. Great painting and art presents a balance of bright and dark on every canvas. This is known as chiaroscuro. In the same way, a perfectly produced vocal tone will have a balance of bright and dark, called squillo oscuro. The squillo is the brilliance of the sound. If the singer is breathy, they will not have squillo in their singing. The oscuro, or depth of the sound, is created with a relaxed throat space and a low larynx, similar to the feeling of the beginning of a yawn. We need both elements to create good tone quality. Then there's volume or air pressure. To maintain even tone quality, a singer must maintain consistent vocal fold compression throughout the entire range as the folds transition from short and thick to longer and thinner. Good appoggio is fundamental in maintaining consistent vocal fold compression. Then we have valving. Valving refers to the closure or adduction of the vocal folds at the onset of phonation and how close the folds remain during phonation. Onset. Onset is the manner in which vocal fold is initiated. This determines the subsequent quality of our tone. Firm glottal closure at the onset of tone is necessary for efficient tone production. The aspirate onset produces a weak and breathy tone. The hard attack can produce pressed phonation if combined with excessive air pressure. A balanced onset produces good chiaroscuro and healthy phonation. Then there's registration. Our goal is to develop balanced registration. With balanced registration, the lower register and upper registers sound equally strong, with smooth transitioning between the lower and upper register. There's one unified, consistent, and powerful vocal sound throughout the entire voice. The folds must be brought together to the midline of the glottis to initiate phonation. This is known as approximation or adduction. The vocal folds are adducted or drawn together from the posterior or back end of the larynx due to the approximation and rotation of the arytenoid cartilages as the lateral cricoarytenoid or LCA and interarytenoid or IA muscles contract. The gliding and swiveling or rotating action of the arytenoid cartilages brings the attached vocal folds toward one another at the midline, allowing the edges of the folds to meet and leaving a slit along the middle for air to travel through. This process is known as chord closure or medial compression. It's important to note that the vocal folds don't stay closed. They vibrate open and closed many times per second in response to air flowing up through the trachea from below the glottis or subglottally. However, they must remain in close proximity to one another while they are vibrating to create a clear tone. Onset is how vocal tone is initiated. Onset can be divided into three categories. Number one is hypoadducted. That's the aspirate or breathy onset with weak lung pressure. This means the vocal folds are too far apart. Two is the hyperadducted attack. This is a very hard vocal fold attack with excessively high lung pressure. It's also known as pressed phonation. Number three is the appropriately adducted or balanced onset. This is the healthiest way of singing with efficient glottal closure and adequate lung pressure. In steps 1 through 5, we use tools such as the adducted onset and the voiced stop consonants for breathy singers, or aspirate consonants and SOVT to help singers who over-adduct. Now it's time to develop a balanced onset and eliminate the tools we used in steps 1 through 5. Après mix, after you can mix. Once you've developed a good mix and you can sing from low to high without any voice breaks or flips, it's time to develop the advanced skills. In step 6, you learn about onset, how to start your vocal tone correctly. In step 7, you learn the advanced musical skills that make your singing exciting, such as dynamics, flexibility, power, advanced vibrato, how to apply your vocal technique to singing songs. In step 8, you will develop vocal style. This is a very big step that includes riffs and runs, pentatonic and blues scales, and how to use texture in your singing. The balanced onset with staccato. What is onset? The vocal folds, which are inside your larynx, must come together to initiate phonation. This is known as approximation or adduction. Some singers' vocal folds don't come together or adduct enough. They sound breathy. Some singers' vocal folds come together too much. They sound strained. Good singing is all about creating a balance between air pressure and the vocal folds. This balance is not static, but shifts constantly to meet the demands of vocal styles, volume, and intensity. Staccato helps singers find this balance. Our motto is just enough and not too much. Staccato means with each sound or note sharply detached or separated from the others. Tools for training voices. Tools for training voices. Staccato. Staccato means with each sound or note sharply detached or separated from the others. When singing staccato, we use a silent H onset. The silent H is midway between the aspirate, which allows excess air to escape, and the adducted onset or coup de glotte. The silent H encourages a healthy, balanced onset with no breathiness. Efficient breath management in singing is all about creating a balance between air pressure and the vibrating vocal folds. This balance is not static, but shifts constantly to meet the demands of vocal styles, volume, and intensity. Staccato helps singers find this balance while developing better appoggio. Staccato both requires and encourages good appoggio. Appoggio, again, is expanding the lower torso with the breath, then slightly firming the lateral oblique and transversus abdominis muscles outward, subsequently maintaining that posture as long as possible. It's a feeling of suspension. The rib cage, sternum, and chest do not collapse. When we sing, we maintain the expanded position of inspiration, delaying the collapse of the rib cage, the epigastrium, and torso. We neither push down nor pull up on the abdominal wall. Staccato helps us find just enough and not too much engagement of those core muscles, resulting in appropriate vocal fold adduction at the onset of phonation and better appoggio or support. To produce staccato correctly, the singer must apply the tenets of appoggio. Inhalation is low, with a 360-degree expansion at the level of the lowest ribs. After inhaling, the lateral oblique and transversus abdominis muscles should firm outward slightly. This position is maintained throughout the performance of the staccato exercise. Remember, when performing staccato, all the H's are silent. Like that. Tools for training voices. Eliminating the helpers. In step 6, at this more advanced stage of vocal development, we eliminate the tools or helpers we used in previous steps. For example, students at this level should no longer need the adducted onset or coup de glotte used in prior steps for vocal fold adduction. Voiced stop consonants such as G, B, and D used in prior steps to encourage better vocal fold adduction can be eliminated in this step. We also move past the temporary sounds such as the pharyngeal and imposed larynx sounds that require a laryngeal position that's higher or lower than speech level. At this point, the larynx is relaxed and neutral, neither imposed nor raised. When we eliminate the helpers, we rely on a balanced onset to initiate tone. Learning the step. Learning the step. The objectives of step 6. The singer will develop the balanced onset. The balanced onset is neither aspirate nor the coup de glotte used in prior steps. To achieve this objective, we use exercises such as the staccato and the eliminating the helpers exercises. Staccato encourages moderate vocal fold compression and balance between air pressure and the vibrating vocal folds. Experience it. To get the feeling of staccato in the body, start by placing your hands around your waistline with the thumbs just under your back ribs. Expand outward with the inhalation and then say as if you are laughing. When you perform this exercise, the onset is balanced. The abdominals neither pull up and in nor push outward. They maintain the expanded position of inhalation. This is the idea of pushing and pulling at the same time, maintaining a balance between opposing muscle groups using antagonistic muscle engagement. The muscles of inhalation and exhalation are both activated. Working on staccato is a great way to achieve the flexibility needed for fast riffs and runs in step 8. Remember, in staccato, all the H's are silent. Singing tips, staccato. Staccato means short and detached. When singing staccato exercises, remember the onset is a silent H. The onset of phonation is neither a hard attack nor aspirate. You should feel a slight firming of the lateral abdominal muscles when performing the staccato exercises. Staccato exercises create a better balance between the air and the vocal folds. They encourage moderate compression. Continue to use the palm of the hand on the chin and the thumb and finger on either side of the mouth to prevent spreading. Continue to use your SLAS breathing belt for stability and support. Exercises. Here's an example of a step 6 exercise. Singing tips for eliminating the helpers. With these exercises, we use vowels and a gentle onset, eliminating the coup de glotte and voiced stop consonant helpers of the previous steps. About the exercises. Each exercise is demonstrated twice by a professional singer. Always listen to both demonstrations carefully, even after you know the exercise. We learn by imitation. After you hear the exercise, then you try it. Then it's demonstrated again. Then you sing it again. Then you will sing the exercise in several keys. Always watch yourself in the mirror. Always wear your SLAS breathing belt. And sing with energy. We should be able to hear you across the street. Listen to the intro track in each step before you start working on the exercises. Always wear the SLAS breathing belt. You can purchase that at www.singlikeastar.com/store. This is essential for breath management. Pay attention to your hand and mouth position. The palm should be on the chin. Thumb and finger are on either side of the mouth. The jaw is down. The mouth is neutral. And the alternate hand is on the waist with the thumb to the back to monitor breath management and appoggio. Your assignment. Watch all the instructional videos in Step 3. Read these chapters in the instructions section. How your voice works, the larynx. Tools for training voices, vowels. Learning the step, Step 3, activate and develop the upper register. And then take the quiz. Test your knowledge, Step 3. Sing the exercises along with the recorded tracks. The skills you will be developing in this section are singing in your upper register or head voice, eliminating breathiness, beginning vibrato. Perform the exercises daily for 30 to 60 minutes. Start with round 1, beginning. Once you've achieved the objectives discussed in the Learning the Step chapter, move to round 2, intermediate. Finally, when you're ready for more advanced work, move to round 3. Always do the exercises in order. Don't skip around. You will know you've achieved the objectives of the exercise if you're singing with a clear, strong, energized, and free vocal sound. Record yourself and analyze what you hear. And log in your practice journal. Practice days, exercises practiced, what you got better at, what you need to work on, and then take the test. And as always, have fun practicing. If you have questions or need further support, email our support staff at support@singlikeastar.com. Thanks for watching the video. If you'd like to purchase further courses, such as our songwriting course or succeeding in the music business, please visit the website at www.slascourses.com. If you'd like to register for private lessons at Sing Like a Star, please visit www.singlikeastar.com. We'll see you soon at Sing Like a Star Studios.
You can sing like a star.